Hey guys, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. And we're finally here, the back of the Bionis, and one of my favorite areas of the game is just up ahead. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot with this series, but god dang, I love this area. I think I've said that every time except for Ether Mines, come to think of it, but seriously, this is just such a major turning point in the game. We've reached the back of the Bionis, a place few Homs have ever been able to reach, except for, I guess, Dixon, but outside of that, like, this is pretty much uncharted territory for a lot of people, and maybe it's just me, right, but, like, jungle areas I've always really had a fondness for, and this is a part of the game where I just think it goes very unappreciated how much depth gets added, like all the trees in a forest. Yes, that was intended, but as you can see, there's a big effing tree. I want to get there. Makna Forest is amazing. Nothing bad ever happens here. I love it.
Lady Melia, withdraw to the Nopol village and let us handle this beast.
No, Isel. Do you really expect me to leave you, run away and save myself?
Permit us this once, Lady Melia. It is our honor and our duty to protect you with our lives. Do not fear for us. Flee.
I will not. I cannot return to the capital with this monster still standing. Bestow the light of your life unto me!
Who turned up the heat?
I've never seen such a dense forest.
Me neither. How much further?
This must be the back of the Bionis. If Shulk's vision is right, we've still got a long way to go.
You mean go on in this heat? I'm sweatier than a brog's armpit.
We'll have to search for the best route. Sadly, until we find a way, we'll have to put up with Rhine's stench.
Charlotte?
We must be outside the tower.
Welcome, true heir to the Monado.
Father!
Weak and pathetic.
What or who are you?
You will pay for what you've done. You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
A silver-faced Mechon. And who was that girl? These visions show me people and places I've never seen. If only I could find out what they mean. We could use them to our advantage.
Look over there! A rope bridge! It looks Hom's made.
Not Homs. Nopon. Though a lot of them have settled in our colonies, the Nopon are originally native to Makna Forest.
Do you think they'd know the way to the Bionis head?
I can't say. But walking around in circles isn't going to achieve anything. Our best bet is to look for their village.
Sure, there's a lot of armpit talk in this series. I didn't plan that, but it's there. Even the game brings it up. But yeah, I wonder where the Nopon village is. I mean, I know, but like, Do you think they picked the giant effing tree? They in fact did. Anyways, everyone's really tired of their armor, and apparently everyone's really, like, mad at my armor choice for Shulk at the moment. think it looks cool. Come on. So, there's a lot to do here, a lot to say. I don't want to give you like information overload though, or like sound like your mom. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. But there are a couple quests that picking them up later would not be beneficial. So we're gonna pop right over here to the Agni tablet, which is not a Hindu god using his iPad. Instead, it's a location where there's some Nopon merchants. This guy has monster quests 1 through 4 for us. These are super well done quests. Like, there's just no way you're not gonna find the monsters that they're talking about, and introduces new archetypes of foes to fight. God dang, Makna Forest. Its zoology is off the hook. I mean, I guess some of these are technically monsters we could have fought before, but one more and we should be good. I think the last one should be the easiest. Yeah, the Makna Elks. Sick. So, the path we gotta take, we'll get those done. And can I want to shop. God, this Nopon merchant doesn't really sell anything too crazy, no art books or anything. However, it does give us the Makna bottoms and the Makna top. This is a prime chance for me to actually update the appearance of our characters because, well, everyone's complaining about how hot they are, and Dumban's been basically having these, like, the same pair of pants since the Ether Mines, but they don't sell anything too crazy. However, they do have new armor, which changes the appearance of our characters, so I'm gonna do that and also update our gems, our gear, all that good stuff. After a lot of moving stuff around, this is our new appearance for our party. And I'm not gonna lie, the Makna set, pretty cool. I tried to mix and match some of the pieces. I don't know. I think it worked out. I might as well show off just about everybody's armor set. You know, Ryan really didn't change too much, but we got this really sick sword, if you can even call it that, for Dumban, who has pretty much all my best gems at the moment. If Dumban falls, we pretty much lose, and this is what Charlotte's wearing right now. I honestly really like the headpiece, but she is sort of wearing just dental floss. Anywho, it fits the area, so I won't change it unless people complain. But we also finished up the Collectopedia for the Ether Mines and Satoral Marsh, so that's where a lot of those gems came from, and I just can't wait. Oh my god, it's so stinking cool. We also have a ton of new arts to show, and just I just gotta take it in, man. It's been a minute. You can see like the back like plates of the Bionis from there, and oh, there's so many good views. I just want to show them all. God dang it. This game. You know, at the start of this project, I was really like, yes, Xenoblade Chronicles, a fine enough game. Not perfect, but acceptable. And now I'm just like, nah, god dang it. They changed so much stuff in Definitive Edition. It's, I don't want to say masterpiece, but hey, for Monolith Soft, it might as well be their masterpiece. But up ahead, we have the Makna Forest, and this is a perfect chance to showcase an art I have not talked about. Battle Soul has my HP, as if I am Shulk, but gives us almost instant access. Okay, not instant, but gives us a huge boost to our talent gauge. This is a very useful art, but only if you are controlling Shulk. 9 times out of 10, hey, stop that. 9 times out of 10, if the AI is controlling Shulk, it'll be like, I want to do damage. How do I do more damage? Blah, blah, blah. Battle Soul, I'm a killer. It's not good. I heavily recommend people take off that art if they are not in possession of Shulk at the moment. But, yeah, just enemy, or not enemy AI, ally AI. It's a tricky thing in this game, but not so bad. But this is our second Ferris. They're kind of unremarkable. They can cause bleed, put you to sleep. That's really about it. God dang, that thing's face is scary. Ugh. Swapping over to Dumban for just a second while we encounter a, well, we don't really need this monster for a quest, but hey, I want to fight it. It's cool. The Dinos style enemies. Very cool. You can see if we zoom in a little bit, they actually got like 2 mouths, and they have an element on their back. It is stinking cool. And if you topple them, they get something called spike damage all over their nameplate. Spike damage hurts. If only we had a way to get rid of that. But sadly, we're a bit off from that. And God, the head even separates. It's freaking gross. I didn't have enough time because we won too fast, but Dumban also learned a new art that can get rid of buffs. Sadly, spike damage is not considered a buff, and some auras are also not considered buffs, so it's kind of situational. You also have to, like, combo it, but are you kidding me? Get over here so I can kick your butt. Come on, bring it. At least I'll show the animation off. He just kicks up in the air and then turns around. It's kind of funny. Just, some enemy. Oh, well, whatever. Chain attack time. And the last art I wanted to talk about, which would be horrible to use in a chain attack, but that's usually Charlotte's case, is Covert Stance. Reduces aggro and no longer generates any aggro. It's insanely busted if it was on any other character, which is why it's on Charlotte. Yeah, I'm just... God, I'm so mean. Why do I do this? There are obviously some other arts I haven't really shown or talked about, like, you know, I think Ryan has his Days art by now. They're just... You know what the Days art does. And right now wasn't really the best time to put it on our bar, but over near the water we have the Makna Ancel. It's a bird. A lot of enemies inside of Makna Forest. While they are technically new models, and I do want to show like full fights of me fighting them, because like, you know, Monoliths put a lot of money in these animations, and they want to show them. There's just not a lot to say about most of them. They just simply die. With those two monster quests taken care of, let's get back on the trail. And I did forget to mention one thing about Tempest Kick. If you do it in a combo, it boosts the party gauge by an absolute ton. Like 20, which, I mean, doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, it's a pretty big boost if you're really struggling. So it might be the thing to consider. I'm going to leave that art on Dumban for just a little bit. Don't see any real reason to take it off. And God, there's so many freaking monsters. Of various sizes and shapes, but there's still a Brog. Actually, 2 Brogs. Brog moment. I'm having so much fun with this project. I'm just smiling ear to ear. I don't know. There's so many little nuances about this like forest. Feels like a little safari. I dig it. It's just so green and beautiful, and what the frick is that?
Over there.
Hey, are you okay? You.
Shulk, what's wrong? Another vision?
Kind of. I'm not sure. But first, she needs help.
You're right. Let's look for somewhere safe.
There. I see a clearing under a giant tree. We can easily watch for anything approaching.
Okay. I'll carry her.
She hasn't sustained any serious injuries, but her condition is far from stable.
Do you know what's wrong with her?
Her symptoms suggest ether deficiency. It's well known that Homs are strongly affected by ether levels in the environment. But I've never seen symptoms like this before. A sudden drop in ether content in the surrounding atmosphere causes a reaction. Symptoms range from fatigue to nausea. But in this girl's case...
What can we do?
We're gonna need water-type ether crystals. I'll load the crystals into a cartridge to shoot from my rifle.
Eh? You're gonna shoot her?
No, silly. I'll fire them into the air and the dispersed ether will heal her.
That's what I thought.
But the problem is the crystals. We can't just use any old crystal. They must be as pure as possible. This area must have a water source nearby. We should search there first.
I spotted a waterfall a little way back. What do you think, Charlotte? Would a waterfall produce pure crystals?
I can't think of a better place.
Then it's decided. I'll search for the crystals.
Hey, you're not going on your own.
I'll be okay. I need you to look after the group. We're short on water too, so I'll fill up our flasks.
Hey, good idea. Take care, man.
So we found the girl from our vision, but she isn't looking too hot. So we gotta go get her some water, specifically water ether crystals. The mysterious girl rescue. Don't worry, I'm on it. but we're solo shulk. So if we get into a fight, we're gonna effing die. Unless you're like really high level, but yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. We're just gonna fast travel back to the Nopon merchants, and yeah, the water, it's right over here. It kind of makes sense. Even without waypoints, you'd be like, I wonder where the water ether crystal is. I could jump down. I don't know. Screw it. I don't. You could like take your time and like see the scenery, but F it. Spring break, baby! Woo! Technically, it is spring now, but yeah, just save some time. And what do you know? Ether deposits right there, and I just. We'll talk about this water place in the future. Listen, I'm gonna take my time with this series. I ain't in no rush. If you're not, but before we actually pick up the red item orb to complete the quest, we might as well grab some of these. Water ether deposits, not my favorite, like, of the elements, but hey, might come in handy one day. But we got the crystals we need. Now all we gotta do is head back.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello there.
Hello.
How unusual. It is quite rare to see a Homs in this region. I suppose you're wondering why I am here in that case. Then permit me to introduce myself. My name is Alvis.
Alvis? My name's...
It's Shulk. Isn't it?
How did you know that?
Wielder of the Monado, defender of Colony 9, the hero that has every mechon running. You're famous amongst all Homs.
I know you from somewhere.
They're here.
Huh?
The Monado emits a particular ether wavelength in its ground state. It must have drawn them.
Huh? Oh! What are they? Alvis! Get out of the way! I'll deal with this myself. From the left? Then I'll go. Huh? How? Now, from above! It can't be! I saw its movement before it struck! How can it...
It is a telephia.
Telephia?
They can read your mind. Whether you have a vision or not, if they know your next move, it's all in vain.
You know about my visions? How could you possibly...
There is only one way. Stop it in its tracks, then dull its perception.
No, Alvis! Stop! You don't know how to... Huh? A new symbol? Ha! That was... amazing.
I suggest you stop staring. The sword is yours to wield.
What was that light?
The Monado does not control itself. You control it.
I control it. By the light of the Monado. I will stop them.
A new symbol has appeared on the Monado. Thanks to the most handsome man on the Bionis, god dang! Alvis has joined the party, and we gotta take down these Telethia using Monado Purge. Simply put, Monado Purge can destroy auras, such as the Telethia's ability to read our minds. And, yeah! Kinda can't beat him without it, so kinda nice of, this guy to show up at a moment's notice when I press it again. God dang it. Simply put, Monado Purge is a god dang amazing skill. Up to this point, removing auras, other than Dumban's really niche skill, basically impossible. So, this guy showed up at the right time. Also, pretty cool sword. I kind of want this fight to drag on, because I got a lot to say about him. Mostly, because the first time I saw this scene, I was like, wow, cool forest. And then literally the coolest effing character design ever shows up, gives us a brand new toy in the form of Monado Purge. It's so sick, dude. The Telethia are also just hyped out to be such menaces. I kind of want to, like, drop my aggro, so I should probably start spamming Shadow Eye. I don't know how many people know about this, but you can get a chain attack in this fight, even though it's a little bit on the scripted side. Oh no, Alvis! He's not feeling it. Bae, don't be depressed, you're beautiful. Okay, gonna try and stall for a little bit, just because I want to show everything that we can in this specific fight. You can't really, like, see these enemies anywhere else, and I don't know. Call me a fanboy. I like Alvis's outfit. His little sword, he's cool. Also, his battle cry, he goes, like, oh god, we already got the vision. Perfect. We, can it even hit us? No, it really can't. Well, I guess I could just sit around for 8 seconds and do nothing, or just straight up kill it. That also works. With the vision broken. Yeah, there you go, Alvis! This guy, I can tell. Oh, wait, yeah, I need to, god dang it. Use Monado Purge again. There we go. Ha! When Alvis, oh, god, come on. What? Let me use the chain attack. I want to show his arts. Whatever. Trust me, you can do it. I've done it before. When he actually uses Monado Purge, he has, like, one of the coolest, like, I've quoted that, like, all the time. Obviously, like, it's not one of those things you're like, remember when Alvis goes, but sometimes I'll just be in my apartment and go, when I'm picking up a boss. I'm probably doing a horrible impression. It doesn't matter. Even in little segments like this, I guess I can find something to talk about. God, I'm really freaking weird. Oh yeah, we didn't get the chain attack. No!
Well, you see now, Shulk?
Thank you. Hey, wait a second. More importantly, where on Bionis did you learn to use the Monado?
They were not the primary Telethia. Merely its spawn. The primary Telethia dwells elsewhere in Makna Forest. Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
A girl?
The Monado is a divine sword capable of disturbing the very fabric of existence. Of both the material and the immaterial.
Alvis, how do you know so much about the Monado? Who are you?
Shulk! Shulk!
Huh? That's Ryan. I'm over here!
Shulk, we looked all over for you. Thought you'd been eaten by the forest.
Sorry, Ryan. I got attacked by Telethia. If it hadn't been for Alvis, I wouldn't have survived.
Alvis? Who's that?
I'll introduce you. He's the one that... Alvis? But he was...
There's no one here.
I'm telling you, he was right here. He even taught me how to unlock a new power from the Monado.
Just you and me, Shulk. Ain't no one else around. You probably passed out from dehydration and dreamt this guy up. Come on. Wait till the others hear this.
He was here, Ryan. I didn't dream it. I'm not lying.
Okay, okay. I believe you. And while you were having fun with your imaginary friend, did you find any ether crystals?
Yes. Good quality ones, too.
Perfect. Come on. We should hurry them back to Shala. Hang around here long enough and we'll get whacked by an imaginary beast.
I'm not lying. Alvis. Who are you?
An enemy that renders your visions useless. This forest holds many surprises. Not least creatures we've never seen before. And now we know there is another who can use the Monado.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him.
So you weren't just having a sneaky nap then?
No!
I'm just saying. You and Dunban are the only ones I know that can wield the Monado. How would this guy know how?
Okay, locked and loaded. Everyone, stand back.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's coming round. All thanks to our medic.
Are you okay?
Where am I?
Everything's fine. You're gonna be...
Get your hands off me!
Ah! Hey, watch it!
Forgive me. I did not mean to...
Sorry if we surprised you.
Are you the ones who helped me?
Well, something like that.
Excuse me. My name is Melia. Forgive my indiscretion. I have not had the pleasure of coming into contact with the male Homs.
Coming into contact?
Hey, Shulk. You're creeping this lady out.
Shut up, Ryan.
This large one is far worse.
Me?
Melia, is it? How did you get here then? What, is there no one with you?
I must apologize, but my situation does not concern you. And I shall not be divulging anything to common passers-by.
Duly noted, your ladyship. But if I were to be so bold, I'm guessing that you didn't come here alone. And you weren't just taking an afternoon nap.
And what, may I ask, are you doing here? It is rare to see Homs venture this deep into Makna Forest.
We're traveling to the head of the Bionis. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
The head of the Bionis?
We were just figuring out how to get there when we found you.
I see. Then permit me to return the favor by aiding you in your quest.
Really?
There is only one path to the head of the Bionis. It is the path that leads to Erith Sea.
So, this Erith Sea is at the head of the Bionis.
If you would be kind enough to escort me out of the forest, I will show you the way.
You do that? Thank you, Melia. I'm Shulk. Pleased to meet you.
Shulk? Ah, yes. Likewise.
She's a bit high and mighty. But she's a Homs too, right? Why is she here alone?
Ain't got a clue. Ask her yourself. I'm not good with her posh accent.
We shall travel to the Nopol village.
Nopol village? That's where we've been heading. We reckon it's our best chance of making it to the top.
Since inhabiting the region, the Nopon have been a great help. You can travel to Erith Sea from their village.
It's settled. We'll make our way to the Nopon village.
Very well. The Nopon inhabit a giant tree. If we follow this trail, we will be safe.
Well, you heard the girl. Next stop, Nopol Village. And luckily for us, we have an escort. Also, the game introduces spike damage, which we already saw. There's lots of different types of spike damage. There's counter spike, down spike, which we just saw actually, and close spike. They could have picked any number. They chose 69 for when the monkey was dabbing on Shulk, but there are other ways to negate this damage, such as spike, defense gems, and obviously Monado Purge, as we saw. But yeah, Melia's in the party. I just can't, like, finally, I can't pretend she doesn't exist. One of my faves is finally here, so let's learn to play as her. How do we play as her? Let's check out the Snake list. It ain't gonna tell you. The game doesn't even know how to use Melia. Nobody does, except for me. Okay, that's a lie. She's not too difficult to use in battle, but she's a little bit on the arcane, if that makes any sense. But I'm a happy boy. This game about to get a lot more cool. And yeah, in the next episode of Xenoblade Chronicles, we try and make our way to Frontier Village with the help of our new guide. She's a little rude and it's prone to smacking people, but hey, she gets us there, all the better. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this admittedly cutscene heavy episode. Sorry about that. What can I do, though? Next time, it's time to sink our teeth in. To Melia? No, oh god, that's bad. To the gameplay of the game, Holy Dump, Poggers, new party member, let's go.